what is your approach for? So Will asks us, as someone who might play once a month, but maybe not often for months, what drills or practice can be done at home to maintain feel and the right way to warm up for golf after a long layoff? What can people do at home who are stuck away from golf?
Yeah, I think the easiest things to do if you're practicing into a net at home during the winter, like I do, I try to keep it simple and give a few different ideas in the book. If you listen to the podcast I do, you'll hear Adam Young and me always talk about our big three, which is impact, location, ground contact, and face control. Um, the most fruitful piece of practice anyone can do when they're kind of I hesitate to use the word stuck, but hitting into a net at home in your garage or wherever, spray the face with Dr. Scholl's Odorex dry shampoo. You've probably heard this method before, but just understanding, our hands are great communicators to the rest of our body. There was this study done recently I came across where humans have this ability to sense through their hands like a lot of insects do with I'm forgetting the word, their sensors. And I want you to understand impact is so important. You got to learn to strike the center of the face and let the golf club do what it's designed to do. And we can't do that until we understand what our tendencies are. So I think one of the best ways anyone can spend some time practicing is spraying the face, just feeling what a toe strike is, what a heel strike is. We know what a center strike feels like. See if there's a pattern there. For example, I'm a heel striker, and then experimenting. Can I move this strike around the face? Obviously, closer to the center of the face, but can I strike the toe? Can I strike the heel? And I think this is a great form of practice because it gets you outside of all of those swing thoughts. If you're sitting around videoing your swing and looking at what your arms and hands are doing, most people don't know what to do with that information. I don't know what to do with that information. I'd rather you focus on a form of practice like that is gets you self-organizing. You're trying to accomplish a task. It gets you a little more focused and has more intent on each swing. So that's like one bread and butter piece of practice I would advise to anyone, because in a net, if you're not having a launch monitor, you just can't see where the ball's going. So that's a very basic form of practice I would tell everyone to do.
So not spending the winter watching videos on YouTube?
Yeah,
Is that
this
what
is
you're
another
saying?
yeah, this is another topic I'm passionate about. And just to briefly like share my philosophy, I don't think golfers get better by increasing their knowledge on the golf swing, and I don't want to um, blame swing instructors. I think they put a lot of great content on YouTube and Instagram. The problem is that the algorithm is against us. So if you show an interest in the swing, you're going to be shown endless videos from endless instructors, and ultimately the issue becomes relevancy and continuity. Is that you don't know what's relevant to your swing, and if you listen to a bunch of different voices on the golf swing, they're going to have conflicting philosophies. And then you just get stuck in this space where you're over the ball saying like,
Yeah.
am I shallowing the club here? Am I gonna, am I doing a weak grip, strong grip? Like there's just so many ways to do it and so many matchups that I think that is a worse investment of your time rather than focusing on these like really basic, challenging practice methods that develop more skill without actually having to think about what your body's doing. That's the form of practice I prefer for most golfers. If you're getting lessons, great. Listen to that instructor, do their drills, listen to their technical information and no one else's.
Good points. And the algorithm, yes. I mean, I'm so guilty of this, and it's funny how smart the algorithm is. The algorithm will actually identify even like the algorithm knows my swing faults because
Yeah, I'm
I will
sure it does because
I will
you're searching for it.
I will save. I'll just see one. I'm like, oh, that guy or girl is an early extender, which is what I am. I sort of stand up a little bit at impact. My head comes up and my hips move forward, and I've been plagued by it for years. And now that I click on one, then I click on another, and it's like the algorithm knows my swing flaw. But I like the approach of where am I hitting? Where am I finding where is the ball finding the club face? That's really at the end of the day what matters. If the ball doesn't care where my hips are.
It doesn't get more basic than that. And
Right.
sometimes not just strike thing, focusing on start direction or curvature and working backward to what's going at happening at impact. You can change the technique or what you're doing with the golf club without thinking about it. For example, I'm
Right.
someone who struggled with a very excessive in to out swing path for years where my fault was a big hook, so the opposite of a slicer. How did I mitigate that? I just tried to do the opposite and hit fades for years. And ultimately, what that did is it actually changed how I delivered the golf club. But I didn't watch any videos on how to get like less from the inside or any of that. I challenged myself to accomplish a task. And I always talk about being an athlete in golf is that my body figured it out, just like I would figure out if I'm shooting basketball. I'm not thinking about what my elbow is doing in my hands. I'm trying to solve a problem in an athletic way. And I want to get golfers more in that state when they practice versus, oh, I saw this on YouTube. I'm going to try this out for a while. And then the next week, I'm going to try something different. I think that just gives you a better chance. So you can solve these problems without actually thinking about what your body is doing. I just
Right.
want golfers to know that that's possible.